back students to standard 10th chemistry chapter 3 metals and non-metals, and this is the 7th session. Children, in previous sessions we learnt about metallurgy, the 5 stages of continuous process of extracting pure metal from its ore, starting with powdering, then concentration of ore, then calcination, roasting and smelting, after that reduction, and finally the refining of metals. Correct? Now in this session we shall see how metals and non-metals react with each other. How do metals and non-metals react? Children, you know very well metals have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbit, while the non-metals have 5, 6 or 7 free electrons in their outermost orbit. Let us see that. Now these are noble gases: helium, neon, argon. The atomic number of helium is 2. So in the first orbit there are 2 electrons, and you know first orbit contains maximum 2 electrons. Alright, so it is completely filled. Neon, its atomic number is 10. Electronic configuration, that is first orbit has 2 electrons, so completely filled. Second orbit has 8, 2 plus 8, 10. That makes the tally of 10. So both the orbits are completely filled. Next, argon, the atomic number is 18. First orbit contains 2 electrons, so it is completely filled. Second orbit contains 2 electrons, it is also completely filled. And this is third orbit, outermost orbit, so maximum it can accommodate 8 electrons, and it has 8, so that is also completely filled. So for helium, neon and argon, whatever orbits it has, they are completely filled, correct? So they are noble gases, or also called inert gases. Because their outermost orbits are completely filled, they neither donate electrons nor they receive electrons. They do not even go for sharing of electrons. Alright? Now look at these metals. First, sodium. The atomic number is 11. So electronic configuration is 281. Yes, this is free electrons. Third orbit is not completely filled. Magnesium. Atomic number is 12. So there are 12 electrons in an atom of magnesium. In the first orbit, 2 are accommodated. In second orbit, 8 are accommodated. And the remaining 2 are in the third orbit, which is not completely filled. Next, aluminium 13, 2, 8, 3. Similarly, potassium 19, 2, 8, 8 and 1. Yes, so we have fourth orbit, nth, the orbit named N. Alright, has 1 electron. Calcium, atomic number is 20, so it has 20 electrons in its atom, that is moving surrounding the nucleus. So in the first orbit there are 2, second orbit 8, third orbit 8, and the last orbit, outermost orbit, there are 2 electrons. So as I said, metals have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in the outermost orbit. Now you must have learned earlier, see, they need in this orbit M, L and N. In these 3 orbits they have to complete octet. Means 8 electrons should be there to fill it completely. But here there are only 1, 2 and 3 electrons. So there are 2 alternatives for these atoms. They can lose 1, 2 or 3 electrons, or to make 8 electrons, plus 7 is required, plus 6 is required and plus 5. But they won't receive 7, 6 or 5 electrons. They will not try to obtain this because they will need more energy. But it is easier for them to lose this 1 electron, 2 electrons or 3 electrons. So metals have tendency of losing electrons and becoming positively charged ions. So metal atom becomes positive ion. Alright. Now look at this non-metals. Nitrogen, atomic number 7. So electronic configuration is 2, 5. The second orbit is incompletely filled. Oxygen, 8. So electronic configuration is 2, 6. So second orbit is incompletely filled because we need 8 here. Fluorine 2, 7. We need 8 here, only 7 are there. Phosphorus 15, 2, 8, 5. We need 8 here, only 5 are there. Sulfur 16, so electronic configuration 2, 8, 6. Alright, and chlorine 2, 8, 7. The outermost orbit contains 5, 6 or 7 electrons. So children, they can lose this 5 electrons, 6 electrons or 7 electrons, or gain 3, that will make 8, gain 2, 6 plus 2, 8, gain 1, 7 plus 1, 8. What is easier, losing 5, 6 or 7 electrons, or gaining 3, 2 or 1 electrons? So for them, gaining is easier. So they gain electrons and become negatively charged ions. They become negative ions. Children, metal atom lose electron and become positively charged ion. Non-metal atom, any metal atom of non-metal, gain electrons and become negative ion. Now this ion and this ion, they are oppositely charged. They are oppositely charged. So they attract each other, and by attracting positive and negative ion, they combine, they join, they bond with each other due to the strong force of attraction between the oppositely charged ions, and they form ionic bond. The bond formed here is called ionic bond. Children, ionic bond is nothing but that force of attraction which binds positively charged ion and negatively charged ion, forming a molecule or compound. And such a compound is called ionic compound. The compound in which there exists ionic bond is called ionic compound. Is that clear? So what have we learned? Metal react with non-metal by give and take of electron, or metals donate electron and non-metals receive electrons. Both of them become oppositely charged. They attract each other, and by the strong force of attraction, they get bonded with each other, forming a molecule, or you can say compound, and the bond in it is ionic bond. Is that clear? Now let us see how ionic compound is formed. Alright, we'll pick up one metal, and sodium is the best example, and non-metal, let's take chlorine. Alright children, now this sodium atom has 11, correct? Its atomic number is 11. So the electronic configuration is 281. So it will lose one electron. It will lose one electron and become sodium plus ion by losing one electron. ये एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इसमें से गया, so electronic configuration becomes 2,8. Now this sodium ion is stable. ये atom stable नहीं है, वो reactive है. Now this is stable. Alright? So sodium turns into sodium ion by losing one electron. Now let's look at chlorine, Cl. Its atomic number is 17 and electronic configuration is 287. Alright children, here it won't lose 7 electrons. Instead it will gain 1 electron. So chlorine becomes chloride ion. Plus 1 या minus 1 यहाँ, right? Okay. Thus, एक electron अंदर आया, so it becomes 288. And now this is stable. And it gains 1 electron. I have to write it here. उसने एक electron लिया. It gains 1 electron and becomes chloride ion. Is that clear to you children? Now this sodium gives sodium plus 1 ion and 1 electron is lost. This chlorine atom gives, by taking 1 electron, gives chloride ion. Correct? Now if you sum up this reaction, sodium on left hand side, 1 electron on left hand side, 1 electron on right hand side, they will cut each other, right? Sodium and chlorine gives sodium plus 1 and chloride minus 1. Are you getting me children? लेकिन ये क्लोरीन कभी भी हम ऐसे नहीं लिखते, Cl2 होता है. सो सोडियम रिएक्ट्स विथ क्लोरीन टू गिव, अब बैलेंसिंग करेंगे तो यहां क्लोरीन 1 है, यहां क्लोरीन 2 है, सो यू हैव टू राइट 2, तो सोडियम आयन भी 2 हो गए, तो यहां सोडियम एटम 2 होने चाहिए, सो यू कैन से 2Na प्लस Cl2 गिव्स 2NaCl। यहां Na और Cl के बीच एक बॉन्ड फॉर्म हुआ, इस बॉन्ड को कहते हैं आयनिक बॉन्ड। दिस बॉन्ड इज नथिंग बट फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन, correct, between positively charged ion and negatively charged ion, and this force of attraction binds sodium and chlorine together forming a molecule, or you can say compound, and this compound is called ionic compound. I hope that is clear to you. So we continue. We'll see one more example. In that example, we'll take calcium and chlorine. All right. Yes, next actually we are going to see electron dot structure, but before that we'll see one more. Calcium, all right, its atomic number is 20, so 288, so electronic configuration is 28, correct. So outermost orbit has 2 electrons, so it will lose 2 electrons and become Ca plus 2, and 2 electrons are lost. Chlorine we have already seen, it has 2, 8 and 7 electrons, so it will gain 1 electron and form chloride ion -1. Children, इस बार लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है और यहां 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, सो दे कैन नॉट कैंसल, वो बैलेंस करना होगा, या तो फिर चार्ज को बैलेंस करो, +2 और -1, 1 और 2 का एलसीएम 2, सो दोनों जगह पे 2 चाहिए, सो 2 चाहिए तो हम क्या करेंगे, यस, ये 2 क्लोराइड आयन लेंगे तो -2 हो जाएगा, 1 पे -1 तो 2 पे -2, +2 -2 बैलेंस हो गया। लेकिन 2 क्लोराइड आयन तब मिलेंगे जब हम 2 क्लोरीन एटम्स लेंगे, और 1 क्लोरीन एटम 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करेगा, तो 2 क्लोरीन एटम 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करेगा। ऑलराइट, इसको समाप्त करेंगे तो कैल्शियम प्लस क्लोरीन, अब बैलेंस करके लिखते हैं 2, ऑलराइट, gives, ये 2 gone, gives Ca plus 2 and Cl minus 1, but there are 2, लेकिन चिल्ड्रन ये कैल्शियम और क्लोरीन के बीच रिएक्शन होगा, सो आई राइट प्लस ओनली, ओके। सो कैल्शियम प्लस, इसको लिखते हैं क्लोरीन क्योंकि इसकी मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला Cl2 है, गिव्स, कैल्शियम का 1 आयन है तो Ca, और क्लोराइड का 2 आयन है, सो वी राइट Cl2, ओके, या Ca plus 2 Cl minus 1, इसको क्रॉस करो, Ca1 Cl2, वो फॉर्मूला बनती है, सो दिस इज द फाइनल इक्वेशन। अब बैलेंस करोगे तो वो बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन ही है। ऑलराइट, नाउ वी शैल सी इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर। फर्स्ट फॉर दिस सोडियम 11, so 2, 8, 1. Children, these electrons are in completely filled shells, so they do not take part in getting out of the atom or getting into the atom, right? Okay, only this free electron, sodium, it has that one free electron, I show it by green dot, okay, and the next is chlorine, Cl 17, so it is 2, 8, 7, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कंप्लीटली फिल्ड शेल में है, ओनली 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर फ्री, तो यहां Cl लिखता हूं और उसके 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ऑलराइट, ये दोनों रिएक्ट होंगे, ये दोनों के बीच रिएक्शन होगा, क्या होगा, व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट, ये सोडियम बिकम्स पॉजिटिवली चार्ज आयन, क्यों, क्योंकि उसने उसका इलेक्ट्रॉन यहां दे दिया, तो जो क्लोरीन है उसका फर्स्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन, सेकंड इलेक्ट्रॉन, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ, सिक्स्थ और 7, और ये सोडियम ने जो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दे दिया वो उसने पा लिया, सो इलेक्ट्रॉन पाने की वजह से इट बिकेम नेगेटिवली चार्ज, और ये दोनों के बीच जो बॉन्ड फॉर्म हुआ पॉजिटिवली चार्ज आयन और नेगेटिवली चार्ज आयन के बीच, दैट इज आयोनिक बॉन्ड। Is that clear? So this is electron dot structure for the formation of sodium chloride. Is that clear? Let us see electronic dot structure for calcium chloride. All right, calcium 20. So electronic electronic configuration is 2 8 8 2. So 2 electrons are free. So calcium, I am showing cross marks instead of dot. These are the 2 free electrons of calcium. Then we'll take chlorine. क्लोरीन का यही है, सो फिर से मैं बता दूं Cl. ऑलराइट, उसका एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है, सॉरी 1 2 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है ना, 1 2 3 4 5 6 और 7. चलिए चिल्ड्रन, इसको एक इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए, यहां तो 2 है, नहीं चलेगा. सो क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक और क्लोरीन एटम लेना पड़ेगा. 1 2 3 4 5 6 और 7. क्या होगा, कैल्शियम पहले क्लोरीन एटम को एक इलेक्ट्रॉन देगा और दूसरे क्लोरीन एटम को एक इलेक्ट्रॉन देगा. दोनों के बीच रिएक्शन होता है, सो वी राइट प्लस. और क्या मिला, ये कैल्शियम ने दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया और +2 आयन फॉर्म किया. ऑलराइट, और ये जो क्लोरीन है उसका 1 2 3 4 5 6 और 7, और ये कैल्शियम का एक इलेक्ट्रॉन पाया. दूसरा क्लोरीन एटम 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, और ये एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहां आया. सो ये दोनों के बीच इस तरह से बॉन्ड फॉर्म हुआ. ऑलराइट, ये नेगेटिवली चार्ज, दिस इज -1 और ये भी -1, +2 -1 -1 -2 +2 -2, नेट चार्ज 0 होना चाहिए. सो दिस इज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डॉट स्ट्रक्चर फॉर कैल्शियम क्लोराइड. यहां कैल्शियम एक आयन है और क्लोराइड 2 आयन है. यहां सोडियम एक ही है और क्लोराइड आयन भी एक ही है. सो फॉर्मूला NaCl, यहां फॉर्मूला CaCl2. ऑलराइट, दिस चिल्ड्रन वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न in 5th chapter about how covalent compounds are formed and ionic compounds are formed, and also we are going to see the difference between covalent compounds and ionic compounds. So that time we shall see in detail. But what you learnt from here is the sodium chloride and calcium chloride, they are ionic compounds. They are ionic compounds. Now we shall learn the properties of ionic compounds. Okay children? Alright children, ionic compounds, few ionic compounds are written here: sodium chloride, lithium chloride, calcium chloride, magnesium oxide and magnesium chloride. Children, जो बॉन्ड फॉर्म होता है सोडियम और क्लोरीन के बीच, लिथियम और क्लोरीन के बीच, कैल्शियम और 2 क्लोरीन के बीच, कैल्शियम और ऑक्सीजन के बीच, मैग्नीशियम और 2 क्लोरीन के बीच. चिल्ड्रन, ये बॉन्ड है, दिस इज बॉन्ड. यहां 2 बॉन्ड है, बॉन्ड बिटवीन कैल्शियम एंड ऑक्सीजन, बॉन्ड बिटवीन magnesium and 2 chlorine atoms. This bond is very strong. ये bond जो force of attraction है, it's very strong. So you have to heat for a very long time to break this bond, and then yes, it starts melting. The atom starts dissociating and it starts melting. Okay, so see the melting point of sodium chloride, 1074 Kelvin. Boiling point is 1686 Kelvin. For lithium chloride, 887 is the melting point. 1600 Kelvin is the boiling point. Calcium chloride, 1045 is the melting point. And 1900 Kelvin is the boiling point. Calcium oxide, 2850 Kelvin is the melting point. And boiling point is 3120 Kelvin. For magnesium chloride, 981 Kelvin is the melting point and 1685 Kelvin is the boiling point. In short, the boiling point and melting point of ionic compounds are quite high. Okay, हम देखेंगे कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड के मेल्टिंग पॉइंट और बॉइलिंग पॉइंट इससे बहुत कम है. ऑलराइट, सो नाउ वी शैल लर्न द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ आयनिक कंपाउंड्स. ऑलराइट, फर्स्ट विल सी द फिजिकल नेचर. आयनिक कंपाउंड्स आर सॉलिड्स. जनरली ये जो भी आयनिक कंपाउंड्स है, दे आर इन सॉलिड स्टेट्स एंड समवॉट हार्ड. They are solids and somewhat hard. वो hard होते हैं. क्यों hard? Because of this very strong force of attraction between positive and negative ions. ये पॉजिटिव आयन और नेगेटिव आयन के बीच स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन की वजह से they are hard. But children, generally they are brittle. These compounds are generally brittle. है hard, लेकिन they break very easily. That means they are brittle and break into pieces when pressure is applied. Okay? उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा भी प्रेशर देंगे तो it breaks. That's why we say they are brittle. Next, the melting point and boiling point. I've already discussed. Ionic compounds have high melting point and boiling points. This is because a considerable amount of energy is required to break the strong inter-ionic attraction. ये जो पेंसिल से फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन दर्शाया है वो स्ट्रांग होता है, उसको ब्रेक करने के लिए बहुत एनर्जी चाहिए, इसलिए उसके मेल्टिंग पॉइंट एंड बॉइलिंग पॉइंट आर क्वाइट हाई. नेक्स्ट, सॉल्युबिलिटी. चिल्ड्रन, ये इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट कंपाउंड है. क्यों इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट बोला? क्योंकि पॉजिटिव वैलेंसी और नेगेटिव वैलेंसी होते हैं. द आयंस आर पॉजिटिवली चार्ज एंड नेगेटिवली चार्ज, सो सच आर कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट कंपाउंड्स. ओके, आर जनरली सॉल्युबल इन वाटर. चिल्ड्रन, ये जो आयनिक कंपाउंड्स है जनरली, दैट मीन्स मोस्ट ऑफ द आयनिक कंपाउंड्स dissolve in water and form aqueous solution, but they are insoluble in solvents such as kerosene, petrol and other organic solvents. पानी में soluble है, organic solvent like kerosene और petrol में insoluble है. Okay, चलिए next, conduction of electricity. Children, ये सारे जो आयनिक कंपाउंड्स है सॉलिड स्टेट में है, जनरली दे आर सॉलिड. एंड सॉलिड स्टेट में ये जो आयंस है दे आर नॉट फ्री, दे आर कंबाइंड. ऑलराइट, और इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिविटी के लिए फ्री आयंस चाहिए. सो व्हेन आयनिक कंपाउंड्स आर इन सॉलिड स्टेट द आयंस आर नॉट फ्री, सो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज नॉट कंडक्टेड बाय सॉलिड आयनिक कंपाउंड्स. दे आर पुअर कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. बट इफ यू डिसॉल्व दिस सॉलिड in water and form aqueous solution, पानी में डिसॉल्व करने से aqueous solution मिलेगा, तो ionization takes place. Children, पानी में ये ionic bond है that breaks very easily, so ions are formed, so now there are free ions in aqueous solution, so it conducts electricity. alright, और दूसरा, सपोज के यही सॉलिड को हम थोड़ा मेल्ट कर दे, मोल्टन स्टेट में बना दे, तो भी ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक हो गया. All right, and it conducts electricity. So, conduction of electricity. What do you know? Ionic compound in solid states are poor conductor of electricity. But in molten state, या melted state, they conduct electricity. And if their solutions are formed, they again conduct electricity. So, let's see. The conduction of electricity through a solution involves a movement of charged particles. I said ions, and ions are charged particles. Free ions होना चाहिए. ये charged particles constantly, they should be in motion. Then only electricity will be conducted. A solution of ionic compounds in water contains iron, which moves to opposite electrodes when electricity is passed through the solution. Yes, children, आप solution में positive ion और negative ion है. ये पॉजिटिव आयन नेगेटिव इलेक्ट्रोड की ओर जाएगा, जिसको हम कैथोड कहते हैं, और ये नेगेटिव आयंस जो है पॉजिटिव इलेक्ट्रोड की तरफ जाएगा, जिसको हम एनोड कहते हैं. आर यू गेटिंग मी चिल्ड्रन? सो दैट इज द स्टेटमेंट. फाइन. Ionic compounds in solid state do not conduct electricity because movement of ions in solid state is not possible due to their rigid structure, strong binding. So the structure is rigid. Alright? But ionic compounds conduct electricity in molten state, as I have explained. This is possible in molten state since the electrostatic force, जो electrostatic force है between the ions, between the oppositely charged ions, are overcome due to heat. गर्मी से वो bond break होते हैं. Thus, the ions move freely and conduct electricity. I hope children you understood. Children, they ask you in the exam, state the properties of ionic compounds. So be careful, learn them nicely. Okay? So here we end up session 7. See you in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Have a good day.